folks? I hope you're doing well. This is a continuation of the previous session. Today, you're going to learn how you can use EMAs for trading. If you haven't watched the previous video, I recommend you to go watch that video first before coming back to this video. So in this chart, I have two EMAs. One is 8 and another one, 21. I personally don't use EMAs for trading, but I've seen a lot of people use it and be successful with it. So now let's start with 8 EMA. So as you can see, it acts as a support or resistance on the 5-minute chart to 15-minute chart. Okay, so if you're trading lower time frame, you can use this for entering and exiting a trade and use 21 to determine support and resistance. What do I mean by that? So now let's hide this one. Whenever the candles move above 8 EMA, you go for a long position. Okay, so here, and your stop loss should be below the candle, below the 8 EMA, and your target is previous low. So this is a trade. Even if you take 20x leverage, you'd still be able to make decent gains with it. And the risk reward ratio is 1.73, right? So this is a decent trade. Again, when it drops below here, you take a short position with the previous low as the target, and your stop loss is above this candle, above EMA. Okay, so if you're scalping lower time frame, you'd be able to take a lot of trades if you're using 8 EMA. But how do you take longer trades? Because, typically I use 10x leverage. With 10x leverage, 0.39% move is not good enough, right? So how do you know when to keep it longer, right? So in this case, you see that it is going above the 21 EMA too, okay? So when this happens on 1 hour, here, we went above the 21 EMA and 8 EMA. In this case, your 21 EMA is your support. Okay, so when you're taking a long position and you decide to hold, this is going to be your first target, that is the previous high, right? So you target 1.15, but when it goes above the 21 EMA, you're going to hold it for longer and trail your stop loss until it hits the 21 EMA. What do I mean by that? See, when it goes like this, this is going to be your stop loss. Your stop loss is going to be moved up below this point. You're going to babysit your trades, and you're holding, and your stop loss is here. Okay, and at some point in time, it comes below your 21 EMA, right? So here your stop loss hits. So instead of making 1%, you made about 3.66% if you're monitoring your trade closely, if you're using this strategy. Okay, so that's how you use 21 and 8 EMA for trading. This is all you have to know. Personally, I don't use EMAs for trading at all because it is quite stressful to babysit your trades like that. If you're using EMA, you have to trail your stop loss, or you have an alternate strategy where you can set a trail stop loss of 5%. You should be able to lose 5% if that trade goes wrong. So it doesn't work all the time. Not really. Sometimes they consolidate within a range, and it is really hard to find a trade. For example, see, it went above, and your previous high is just this 0.42%, and your risk is 0.7%. This case, this is not a valid trade because your risk reward ratio is pretty low, right? You're not going to take that trade. So in consolidation, you wouldn't be able to use this strategy. This strategy works only in an uptrend or in a downtrend. Okay, so how do you determine downtrend? or uptrend, right? So that is a topic for a different time. But for now, just understand that this strategy works only in an uptrend or a downtrend. So this is how you use 21 and 8 EMA for trading, okay? I hope it is clear. Now let's dive into the next topic, relative strength index.